Ladies and gentlemen, it's Travis here, and welcome back to the SF Bay Area Sports Talk channel. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. And what a huge win for your San Francisco 49ers as they defeat the rival Dallas Cowboys 30-24. I mean, just an outstanding game. Didn't start off the best in the first half. The Niners struggled to score in the red zone again, and one of the keys is, to make sure to be getting those touchdowns when you're having those long drives and getting in the red zone. But when you look at how the Niners responded in the second half, 3 touchdowns in the third quarter, just an incredible effort. And for the Niners defense, they played solid in this game, but you are not happy with the fact that the Niners allowed the Cowboys to come back in this game late, and something we've seen throughout this season, the Niners blowing fourth quarter leads. So look, this game got a lot closer than it should have been. But look, a win is a win. And for this Niners team, trying to get healthy is going to be key. This game was so huge because, your chances of making the playoffs, if you had lost this game and were 3-5, would have been a lot tougher. So to pull out this huge win tonight, spectacular. Let's go Niners. Welcome in AM Echo Sky. Happy Sunday night out there to everyone. The 49ers have just survived the hated Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. This was huge. If there was ever a time where the 49ers were very vulnerable in taking on the Cowboys, it would have been this game here. But the Cowboys also were beat up injury-wise. Micah Parsons, he did not play in this game. So look, for the Niners to pull out this win, it essentially saves our season for now, because we are trying to stay afloat in the playoff race long enough where when we get our players back healthy, then we can have the ability to go on a run. So that is going to be key out there. What a win tonight. The San Francisco 49ers defeat the rival Dallas Cowboys 30-24. An outstanding victory. Huge bounce back victory. When you look at the rough loss we had against Kansas City. And look, a couple of these big wins for the Niners against Seattle, against Dallas. You have seen these games, these teams make a run, make a comeback. And what you do like to see is that the Niners have been able to respond well to those challenges, into those comebacks, and for us to pull out those wins, it's huge because the losses we've had, we've blown fourth quarter leads, and it's one of those things that we got to continue to play the same brand of football that got us the lead, do what we do best out there. And even in this game, I think that the success we had running the football with Isaac Guerrero, who really stepped up, and when Mason unfortunately had to leave the game due to a shoulder injury, the same shoulder that he had injured against the Seahawks. So it's one of those things, I think you hope it's just a precautionary thing where with Mason, to keep him out of there, and to give, Guerrendo, he really stepped up huge. He was terrific tonight. For Isaac Guerrendo, he had 14 carries for 85 yards and broke off a couple of big runs for the Niners. So look, this was a huge win tonight. This Niners team, as we know, has just been decimated by injuries, and reminds you a lot of, similar to that 2020 team where we had went to the Super Bowl in the 2019 season, but then in 2020, the injury bug bit us, and we really struggled that year, and ultimately finished that season at 6-10. So when you look at how this year has gone, when we were 3-4, and look, we even could have been 2-5 at the time, because if we had lost to Seattle, and that game was a huge game, in that we went into Seattle in that hostile environment where we have had success over the years there, and we were able to pull out a huge win. What a win tonight, as the San Francisco 49ers pull out the huge win, 30-24 versus the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. What a huge bounce back victory for the San Francisco 49ers, who have, been through a lot of adversity this year. We've been through a lot of injuries, and so we just got to take it one game at a time, grind out there and do the best that we can, and to respond in this way tonight, get this huge win. We can build on this win moving forward. Now, overall in the division, we are 1-2, so Arizona is in first place, as they are undefeated in the division at 2-0. Seattle is 0-1, and then you do have the Rams. They are at 3-4. They're 1-1 in the division. So for the Niners, look, it was rough that we had those two early division losses against the Rams and Cardinals, but you put that behind you, and right now the key for this Niners team to get healthy, they have the potential to go on a second half run, and the division is very much winnable, and unfortunately at this point you definitely you feel like the 1 or 2 seed is not attainable because of those early losses we had, and that we've already lost 4 games this year, but the good news is the San Francisco 49ers are very good at playing on the road, and especially in big games. They have shown the ability to go on the road in a hostile environment, play our brand of football, have a lot of success out there, and get a huge victory. So you definitely expect this Niners team that if it comes to it, and we've done it before. The run we had to get to the NFC Championship game in the 2021 season, we were 3-5 at one point during that season, and went on a run to go 7-2, to ultimately finish 10-7 on that season. And then we had to win on the road in LA the last game of the season, when we were trailing by 17 points in that game. We had to win in Green Bay against the 1-seeded Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. So when you look at the adversity, we had to win in Dallas on the road. Look, that Niners team, it was amazing to do what we did, going on the road in hostile environments, and playing as well as we did out there. Honestly, disappointed the way we played, unlike last year against the Cowboys. also on Sunday Night Football. During the fourth quarter, it was unacceptable the way we did that. Most definitely. I mean, you're not happy with how this Niners team finished the game. I mean, you want to finish the performance. I mean, through the third quarter, I mean, we dominated that third quarter, getting 3 touchdowns in the quarter. So you were expecting that we would be able to keep the foot on the gas pedal and continue to build on that momentum, but to allow the Cowboys to have an opportunity late in this game, and I mean even to the point of where with 3.5 minutes left and trailing by 6, the Cowboys had the football, but thankfully our defense, they were able to come in there and get the huge stop to win the game. I mean, stop the Cowboys and on fourth down. So huge props to the Niners defense. Even though, look, we allowed them to come back in the game, but when it mattered most to not allow them to get the go-ahead touchdown, we were able to stop them when it mattered most, which is key because we have seen this year on crucial third downs and, when we've had late leads that have vanished, that we've allowed those go-ahead scores. And so to be in this situation in tonight's game and to pull out the victory was absolutely huge. The San Francisco 49ers get the job done tonight. A 30-24 victory on Sunday Night Football. A huge win to get back to 500 at 4-4. And I mean, we essentially saved our season tonight because had we lost this game, you would not be feeling good at 3-5 potentially. To be 4-4, you're feeling good. We are going into a bye week, so you have an opportunity to get healthy, get our guys back, and then of course take it one game at a time. That is going to be what it's going to take. We can still win our division. So if you win your division, you would be assured a home playoff game. Then you would have to win a road playoff game, which the 49ers have shown the ability that they play very well on the road, and especially in the playoffs. I mean, we're able to play our brand of football on the road in the playoffs. So very excited to see what this Niners team can do in the second half of this season. It's not going to be easy. You look at our schedule, a very tough schedule, but if we can be healthy, we have a great opportunity to win a lot of these games out there. Fortunately, the 49ers are barely separated from the Steelers when they face the Cowboys also Sunday Night Football weeks earlier. Brock Purdy did a fantastic job with both passing and rushing. Purdy's legs has lasted long. You love to see that. I mean, Purdy was excellent tonight, and I am going to take Brock Purdy as my player of the game. Just another terrific performance for him, and really showing it with his legs. I mean, he had 8 carries tonight for 56 yards. So look, he has that element of his game out there, and when he has the threat of running with the football, makes it very tough to game plan against him and to defend him. So look, that is huge part of his game that he has worked on, and you're seeing what he can do out there. Just an outstanding performance tonight, And big shout out to Isaac Garendo stepping up huge. He had 14 carries for 85 yards, including a big touchdown out there. What a win tonight for the San Francisco 49ers as they defeat the rival Dallas Cowboys 30-24 on Sunday Night Football. Let's go 49ers faithful. Let's hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Appreciate your support. And if you enjoy the San Francisco 49ers post-game shows, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. We are going to be breaking down every 49ers game this season. Appreciate the support, everyone. Can't wait to see Stephen A. Smith trolling on the Cowboys tomorrow morning's First Take. He is undoubtedly the greatest Cowboys hater of all time. Absolutely. It's going to be a joy. You know, you feel great going into a Victory Monday to get to see the national media's reaction all around the NFL, how everyone's reacting to another week in the books, and to see where everyone's at. But for us, look, we had to go into this game, find a way to win, to keep our season alive, and to hope that when we can get healthy, that we can go on a run in the second half. And I definitely believe we got what it takes. So let's keep working hard. What a win tonight. Let's go Niners. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. And let's go San Francisco 49ers. Have a great one. 49ers faithful. Let's go Niners.